there! My name is KestrelPlays, this is KestrelCraft, and this is also episode 6. We're starting things off here in the shopping district because I'm about to make an anti-shop. It's a giant hole that needs to be dug under my base. I have a few fun ideas to spruce it up a little bit, so let's get started. Now, what does this little plot of land have to do with our giant hole below our castle base? Well, it's just because it's going to motivate people to go mine there. In that hole, I'm going to hide tokens, most likely in barrels. When you find these tokens, you'll be able to bring them here to a machine that will give you a random box full of good loot, bad loot, it depends. However, in the process of that happening, I will have a hole. So yeah, giving away free stuff because I'm too lazy to mine the hole myself. Well, it's built now. I could not help myself. I had to build Oriental. It's one of my favorite styles to build in Minecraft. It just looks so good, and I love the roofs. So now we have it set up, and basically this just explains the rules that they're supposed to mine here and mine in layers. They can't strip mine, stuff like that. I filled it up with loot boxes. Now it's time to open it. A lot has happened since that last clip. I haven't recorded it, but there's actually been a couple days in between these clips. The Lazy Miner was opened, and it was a resounding success. Let's go check it out. I present to you the largest hole on the entire server. Also the deadliest. There are mobs everywhere. I probably need to light these caves up, but since I'm a lazy miner, I won't light them up. I'll just cover them up. So I'll just have, you know, zombie sounds in my walls all the time. And this was all dug by 3 people in about 10 minutes. It was an incredible feat, and I just sat there watching. It was very fun. Also, I made a cactus farm. It probably has already supplied all the cactus I'm ever going to need for my entire life. Cactus is not very useful. Very easy to farm, though. But the main highlight of this time has probably been this. The iron farm. Designed by Razeworks, built it in Isle of Corvid. It's simple, and it's not a crazy amount of iron, but it is enough to supply me so I don't have to throw all my diamonds at Moon, Flop, and Robo. Because they sell it really cheap. However, I don't want to give them all my diamonds. But now, it's time to move into phase 2 of the Lazy Miner. First of all, I need this giant chunk of mountain removed, because I also need to make the Great Hall and my storage system. So, down here, which I actually have been starting work on the little platforms where we'll have our chest along the wall. Apparently, they're also lazy miners because this entire chunk of land has been left. So I'm going to fill that with loot boxes, and that's going to be great because it'll bring more people to digging. And I actually enjoy giving away all this free stuff, and I'm going to make the loot a lot better this time. The Lazy Miner is now fully restocked. And I've done like 2 weeks worth of work off camera. Yeah, I have not been recording, but I've been busy. Real busy. For one thing, me and King from Sinfear completely revamped the spawn portal. Well, not spawn portal, shopping portal. It used to be over there, crowded by other shops, and now there's a beautiful fountain made by yours truly, and it basically goes all the way into a portal here, which links up to the same place in the hub. Speaking of the hub, I've been working on that as well. And here's one area of the hub that I've been working on. It's the spawn hub. There's the spawn portal, and here's the shopping district. It's built out of dirt. What kind of madman decided to build a hub out of dirt while there's giant floating white cubes that shoot fireballs that explode it? I have absolutely no idea. Let's look at the other areas. I've also started work here on the Mesa Tunnel. The Mesa is just a place where we, get terracotta, tear apart the landscape. Real healthy for the environment. Anyway, I've also worked on the end hub, which is pretty much complete. It's the end. I don't know what else you would expect. It's just the end. Dragon head, purple and stone bricks. It really is what anyone would expect of an end hub. I've also worked a little over here at the castle. I've installed a few hallways. Real simple. Not too pretty to look at. And a viewing area for the cactus farm because I'm most certainly going to use that. Oh, and I have 4 identical hallways like this. No idea what I'm going to do with them. Hopefully something that looks good. So, I want to actually start putting in some rooms. Currently, all I have is a cactus farm and a bunch of holes. That's all the rooms in my castle right now. So, I think I'm going to jump into a time lapse of digging out another hole. That's kind of the downside of living in a mountain. You gotta dig everything out. But I'm going to dig out a hole so we can put a kitchen in. We have a hole. It's kind of pitiful compared to the one that I'm putting my storage system in, but it's a hole that will be a perfect place to stick the kitchen. Why is it a perfect place to put the kitchen? Well, the Great Hall is right through here, and it seems like it's going to have quite a few phantoms. Seems like it's going to have quite a few tables in it. So we're going to supply that entire thing from a kitchen. Please someone sleep because I do not want to be killed by phantoms. Seriously, those are like the worst idea for a mob ever conceived. Okay, so let's move on to building the kitchen. I'll be right back with it. Alright, the kitchen is done. We have a nice, large oven. Not that it's useful for anything. Actually, since it has campfires in it, it should be usable to stick raw food on. That's interesting. Shelves. I mean, they're empty right now, but I'll get to that. and a big table for preparation of food. I understand this looks a little bland right now. Well, that's going to change. We have this on the server, which allows us to completely customize armor stands. This kitchen will be bursting with tons upon tons of armor stands. And I'm going to get Alpaca and Cookie to do it for me. Of course, I'm going to pay them. So, recently, I've been thinking, this mob farm is cool, but it could be better. Much better. Sometimes I run out of rockets and come here. But then I need to get gunpowder and sugarcane in order to craft them. Sugarcane we have here in the Zero Tick farm, completely normal. I know that these are getting patched. I'm going to make a large, normal one soon. But for now, I'm powered off of Zero Tick. But sometimes I forget to get this. And then I go down there to get gunpowder. And then I don't have any paper, so I have to swim all the way back and come all the way back through the nether hub and get paper. It's annoying. So, I am going to route all the drops from the mob farm, which currently just deposit themselves in a storage system down here, which is, granted, not very pretty. So I'm going to route these all the way upwards, past the mob farm, up to here, and make it look pretty in the process. I have my redstone choco box. Let's get started. And hello there. I severely underestimated how long that would take. I was like, maybe 2 hours. I'll have it done by then, and then I can show it off. No. How about over 6 hours? Over multiple days? And now you get to see it. We're starting things off here in the nether because I want you to get the whole experience. By the way, there'll be a hub out here eventually, but I'm tired of working on this mob farm. I need to go do something else. But first, I'm going to give you the tour. Here it is. The ultimate mob farm. Of course, I'm a little biased, but I'd say it's pretty cool. Mob farm switch. Turns on. Blah, blah, blah. It's not very interesting. Just a light in the middle of the room. This is the control panel, which is my favorite part of the entire build. It controls everything like its name suggests. I don't know what else it would do. The control panel just controls things. That's kind of the point. Anyway, it can turn on the Zero Tick farms. I need to get to building that because 1.16 is coming and it's going to nerf the sugarcane farm and the bamboo farm. Zero Tick is going to be gone, and it's coming in like the next 3 weeks, so that could be a problem. The overflow flush system flushes our overflow. Pretty obvious. And that's just all the items that don't go through the sorter. And this actually indicates when it needs to be flushed, which is pretty cool. And that's my AFK light. It turns on when I'm AFK up there. Actually, let's go take a look. Just a quick ride up the bubble vader, and we're here at the AFK spot. This is for storing my items because somehow mobs have managed to spawn down there, pathfind their way up into the bubble vader, and kill me. Yeah. So I'm now going to start putting my items in that chest. I know that opens me up to, like, Curse of Binding Pumpkins, but I'd rather not lose all my good stuff than have a pumpkin. This pressure plate is what I stand on while I'm AFK. This triggers the AFK light down below. And now, let's take a look at all that beautiful spaghetti wire. Also, I bought a potato for 2 diamonds and named it Martin. I'm weird, I know. Plus that light right there that's not labeled, I have no idea what to do with it. So if you have an idea, leave it in the comments, because I'm stumped. It all starts here. This is the collection area. It's where all the drops come in. It's then put into this chest, which was supposed to split it, but it really just randomly chooses one of the tubes to send it up. Speaking of the tubes, I have 2 of them. And it goes all the way up to the spaghetti stone. Yeah. I wasn't kidding when I said it was spaghetti stone. Where to start? Okay, so this is the AFK system. It's just a downwards redstone wire, which is really hard to run, by the way, into this weird redstone wire into a lamp. Pretty simple. I have the 0-tick farms because I have no idea which direction they go when stuff. It's very complicated. Well, not complicated, just blows my tiny redstone mind. Anyway, I had to run it all the way around the entire farm, which was quite funny. Same over here. I just can't build these things right. Back here is a sorter, classic item sorter design. Really, comparators might be the most useful redstone resource ever added. Maybe observers. I don't know. That's mostly my spaghetti stone, except over here, which is just the overflow system. This is the detector. It runs all the way below. Apparently, alpaca is getting rich. And the actual overflow flush system is down here. Pretty cool. That's gonna do it for today's video. Or should I say, this month's video. Because that's how long it's taken me to actually make it. I'm sorry. The next KestrelCraft episode will come a whole lot sooner. But in the meantime, subscribe to see it. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. My name's been KestrelPlays. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully not in another month. Look at this turkey leg. It looks like you could just pick it up and eat it. Turkey leg.